This WAFL Colts broadcast is brought to you by Electrical Group Training. Considering a career as an electrician, visit egt.net.au to start your journey. Amy, when the bounce serves you a clanger, lucky you're with Amy. And Front Row Screens, your local streaming superheroes.
Welcome to Revo Fitness Stadium on a beautiful but chilly Saturday morning for the continuation of Round 7, the EGT WAFL Colts season 2026 on the official WAFL YouTube channel. It is reigning premiers Claremont up against East Perth, and in case you might not know, at the bottom of your screen, Claremont have got their centenary logo painted on. It's their centenary celebration day as a club, and they want to start off the celebrations in style should they get it done against an East Perth side who have been somewhat the surprise package of 2026. But last week, they faced a real reality check in a rampant Peel Thunder. They went down by some 5 goals some 2 weeks ago before the state game break. While Claremont, on the other hand, they kept on pressing on. They defeated Perth quite soundly by 66 points at Mineral Resources Park under lights a fortnight ago before the interstate game break. So both sides are fresh off the break and are raring for action. My name's Paul Persick. Great to have your company on this Saturday morning as we continue Round 7. Of course, it started last night with 2 very interesting games. South Fremantle, they got the points against Peel Thunder. They led by 50 at half-time. But Peel Thunder came back strongly. Ultimately, the margin would only be 16 points. The coach, Matthew Rogers, nonplussed about their fade-out in the last quarter. And last night as well, Perth, they were overcome by West Perth in dominant style with their top 3 players getting over 35 disposals in a great team performance in midfield. And the funny side about that game is the sprinkler system was turned on during the last quarter. Well, let's hope there's no fiasco here today. We've got another game going on very shortly. It's down at Steel Blue Oval. Swan District's play host to Subiaco. We'll keep you up to date with progress scores right throughout the morning on the official WAFL YouTube channel. Claremont, under coach Mark Cossum, they've gone all guns blazing this season. They've only lost once this season. That was against South Fremantle on the last kick of the day, mind you. East Perth, of course, they've got a 2-win, 2-loss record. Rather even record at that. And they'll be looking to get back onto the winners list, because with Peel Thunder's defeat last night at the hands of South Fremantle at Lane Group Stadium, East Perth stay in the 5 with a 2-3 record rather. East Perth stay in the 5, but a win would see them level with West Perth on 12 points, but their percentage is still a long way off. And Claremont, should they win here today, and they will remain level on points with South Fremantle, who also won last night. Proceedings about to get underway. In the ruck for East Perth is Ryan Warner. And for Claremont, it's the Andrew Jakes Cox. Round 7 action underway here at Revo Fitness Stadium on this Saturday morning. Claremont and East Perth, who will come out on top? You'll find out in the next 2 and a bit hours. Jakes Cox got the first tap out. Claremont looking to get that first clearance out of the centre. Ball's dispossessed. It comes to McAlpine. First kick of the game out towards centre wing. 1-on-1. Spore from behind. Now East Perth looking to gain some penetration through attack. Craven dispossessed, but he was held without the football. And the free kick's going to go his way. Centering kick. Dangerous ball. Fist from behind from Edwards. Claremont with numbers at the front of the ball. Anning through the corridor, now going by hand to Christensen, who's been brilliant up forward, gets it back to Anning, and now Claremont are on the burst. A long penetrating kick towards full forward. Unfavoured by the bounce, Lee Nordgaard. Good second effort. Nordgaard Lee getting in amongst the pack. Tackle made by Flassis. Claremont still keeping it alive. Bursting through the traffic is Trovarello, and he gets the first goal of the morning. Inside the first minute of this game, Cooper Trovarello getting the loose ball, weaving his way through traffic, and with the left foot kicks the first goal, as you see on the replay. Great finish there by Trovarello, just reward for some hard work. what this Claremont team really pride themselves in. And so far, they've got the ideal start. First goal on the board, Cooper Trovarello, the former junior from North Beach. He's played 17 WAFL Colts games prior to today. We get it back out to the centre with Jakes Cox and Warner. Resume hostilities. Great matchup between Barnard and Edwards we're looking forward to seeing this morning. Out of the centre. Ball congested inside the centre, but now it's plucked out to Anning. Piercing ball up towards left half forward. Great gather in the end there by Muir. He's 45 metres out. He heads towards goal. And Claremont have their second in a row inside 2 minutes. Well, the Tigers have kicked the first 2 goals in the first 2 minutes. How about the gather from Jackson Muir? Gets round onto that right foot from 47 metres out. And he gets Claremont's second goal. They are up and about. The early goings here at Revo Fitness Stadium. 2 goals straight to no score. And East Perth not even got it out of their centre into their forward 50. Hetherington and Pentony matched up on right centre wing as we're back in the middle. Nearly a third of this quarter is gone, and Claremont have kicked the first 2 goals. Jakes Cox got the palm down, tackle made by Barnard, and will ball it up. Claremont looking to remain level with South Fremantle at the top of the ladder. The Bulldogs, of course, winning last night. Somewhat unconvincing fashion against Peel Thunder. Barnard getting the kick away up towards half forward. Now East Perth with a real chance. At full stretch, Spoward couldn't hang on to the mark. It's 2-on-1. The numbers game winning out for Claremont. Comes to Pentony. He was under pressure as soon as he kicked it. And the umpire will make the lasso signal. The last touch disposal. And it'll go the way of East Perth. Hamish Omedy. Omedy with only the 12 disposals a fortnight ago. With that left foot to the hot spot. All Claremont around it. Jakes Cox taking the mark. He's on right half back. He's surveying the options. He's having to retreat back toward the face of goal, far. They're just playing chip and run at the moment. McFarlane looking for the lead of Anning into the corridor. He spills the mark, but was paid it. A late call there by the umpire, but they'll go on. But the kick is a Barry Crocker. Hetherington with a great intercept mark inside the centre square. Looking for options up forward. Waiting down at the back, Bin Swanee, and he's away. Lowers the eyes. That's a good ball from Bin Swanee, and it finds Huxtable. Huxtable gets around his man. Goes short and finds Edwards. Edwards decides to go inboard into dangerous territory. Not his best kick. And it's Warner, the ruckman, who marks. He plays on by hand to Barnard. Barnard's kick is a bit of a wobbler. Bin Swanee unable to trap it. Getting the favourable bounce is Brooks. Just didn't get all of it in time. Hacked off the ground. Off the hands of McFarlane. Claremont doing everything they can to clear that defensive half. McFarlane's written into the ground by De Morton. Will ball it up. Claremont bursting out of the gates in the first 2 minutes. They've kicked 2 immediate goals. Field just logging in for the first time. Spills the ground. Hetherington putting his head down over the football. Handball over the top. Intended for Plessis. Good, strong, ferocious tackle by Fletcher Farr. Do it all again. Warner in front. Lost out to his direct opponent. Craven with the gather. Hurried kick towards half forward. And that one off there was Farr. Farr going to switch it up toward the goal mouth. This is good football by Claremont. His kick to Kingwell. Leads back in the race. Hacks it off the ground. It goes over the boundary line. And will throw it in. On the outer side, just by the apartment complex on the outer side at Revo Fitness Stadium. Beautiful Saturday morning. We've had a few clouds about, but they're just clearing away, making way for some bright West Australian sunshine. Anning. Good gather by Anning. His kick to a one-on-one. Intended target was Christensen. Omade going after the loose ball. Numbers gathering at the coalface, and it's cleared out by the Royals. Long ball to centre wing. Big attempt from behind. Christensen almost conceded the free kick. Beautiful hip and shoulder there by Nguyen. Claremont, they've got a few more numbers out the front. Prentice was one of them. He gets stopped in his tracks. East Perth really piling on the pressure after conceding the first 2 goals. Over the top now. Barnard sends it long. Inside 50. At full stretch, Hansen couldn't complete the mark. Claremont with numbers around the football. And it's eventually plucked out over the boundary line. We'll throw it in the left forward pocket for East Perth. Played 7 minutes in this opening quarter. It's on the EGT scoreboard. Big thanks to EGT. Coming on board once again as proud partner of WAFL Colts football in 2026. Bedbrook working it to the front. Good second effort by Bedbrook. His handball into space. Gathered by McFarlane. He gets into the ground, and a ferocious tackle will ball it up on left half forward for East Perth. Been in their territory for about 75% in the last 5 minutes, but just not able to go any deeper and head towards goal. You need to find a valuable option. As the Tigers, their running game trademark. Portolano just having a bit of a slip up there. Ball plucked out. McAlpine, handball into space. They need an extra number because Portolano just swooped in. Great anticipation to give it off to the loose man in Pentony. He kicks down the line. 2-on-1. Oh, courage! Tremendous courage shown there on right centre wing by Muir. Kicked a brilliant goal earlier and then just follows that up with a mark going to the pack. Chips it over the top and finds Toby Hewitt. Hewitt with the left foot towards left half forward. 2-on-1. Misjudging the leap were a couple of East Perth players. Brooks is the lone Claremont player in the contest. Spills to ground. Cleverly plucked out. Going over his head is Brooks. Out to an open goal. And in midair, in the goal square, Austin Huxtable channeling a bit of Daniel Wells. He kicks the goal, and Claremont get their 3rd straight. We thought that kick from Harry Brooks was going to bounce through, but didn't bounce over the line, and then just sensing the opportunity, Austin Huxtable with good old-fashioned Jackie Chan in mid-air. He's kicked the 3rd goal in succession for Claremont 9 minutes into this opening quarter. It's been an early riot delivered by the Tigers. And it'll certainly hurt East Perth, especially when they did a lot of that attacking in their forward half, but just not going any deeper. From the middle. Jakes Cox lost out to Warner. Now East Perth waiting down to the front was Burgum. Taken in the tackle as soon as he kicked it. Jace Cox dispossessed. McAlpine getting involved. Well done there by Edwards. Loose ball, it's there to be won. Who's going to emerge with it? Be a stalemate. Ball up inside the centre square. Well done there by Anning. He's worked hard early in this game. Long ball goes looking for Brooks, and the fist from behind. Claremont keep it alive through Muir. He's been terrific in this opening quarter, but it spills out of play. Another throw-in. Leading possession getters so far. 3 for Fletcher Farr, 5 for Charlie Anning, and 3 for Jackson Muir, including that lone goal, while for East Perth, 3 apiece for Craven, Warner and McAlpine. Thrown in about 45 metres out from goal. Warner in front position, got the palm down. Gathered by Anning. Stopped in his tracks by Craven. He's able to keep it in play. Anning from the outside of the boot. Oh, we would have seen another freak goal. And that one just across the face. Almost trying to top Tom Ward's efforts last night for Peel Thunder down at Lane Group Stadium, kicking a right foot banana from the wrong side of the boundary. East Perth surviving another surge up forward by the Tigers. chipping it tentatively at the moment, but they're able to find an opening on left half back. Burson takes the mark. Decides to go inboard. Flessis, his 8th game, gets it back now. Burson, who kicks long down the line towards centre wing. Big fist delivered by Ruben. Leading back in the race now is Kingwell. Kingwell's handball chopped up. Xavier Knott goes for a run. Just got it away in time to De Morton. Pulls it back, but he got taken high in the process. And he's going to get a free kick on it right half forward for East Perth. So a real big chance here for East Perth to get a bit of penetration inside their forward 50. Claremont just getting numbers back. Look at the extra numbers Claremont have got in that defensive 50. So they're being well covered. De Morton would want to go long. He decides to take it into dangerous territory, but it's worth the risk. Xavier Knott, great desperation to take the mark, about 40 out from goal. Well, sometimes in this game, you've got to take that risk, and De Morton knew kicking into that 3-on-1 was awfully risky, but we could count on a man like Xavier Knott, 189 centimetres. He's very quick on his feet as well. Good leap on him as he went for that mark. And he could reward his hard work with a goal. 45 metres out. It's a floater. It's not even going to make the distance. In fact, it was too close to the man on the mark. Ball cleverly plucked out. Not looking to make amends here. Ball's heavily congested inside that forward 50. We'll have the ball up. So unlucky there for Xavier Knott. Already had a chance at goal, but he got too close to the man on the mark. And now they are on for another one here. Hetherington stopped in his tracks. Good tackling here by the Tigers. And this could be a reward, holding the ball. Free kick's going to be taken on right half back for Claremont. Off a step, down the line. East Perth with the numbers. And the lone one that went up was Barnard. Good mark by James Barnard. 18 touches 2 weeks ago in the lost appeal. Going to set it up now. High ball. Players come in from the side. Big leap from behind. Far. Been good in this first quarter. It's written into the ground. And we'll ball it up. Almost 14 minutes gone in this opening quarter. If you're just logging into the WAFL YouTube channel for the first time, welcome along. Revo Fitness Stadium bathed in sunshine on this Saturday. It's 3-1-19 to no score. Claremont, the early ascendancy. They're on for maybe some more here as Edwards tries to clear the defensive 50, but it's only as far as Barnard. Barnard has someone going past. It's Fairclough. Long ball up to the tip of the goal square. Big pack of players with the fly. Far again. He's been in amongst it. Handball almost chopped off. Chance now for East Perth. A hurried kick off the boot. And it's A behind to take Craven. East Perth with their first score of the morning, not the one that they would have wanted, considering they did a lot of the attacking in the last 5 minutes. I think they've got 6-4 in the inside 50 count. It was touched off the boot. Giltro does well, combines with Farr. And now he's got another option in Edwards. Goes inboard. It's a dangerous kick. Trying to work it to the corridor, but the efficiency from Claremont has been, the last 5 minutes at least, un-Claremont-like. Giving East Perth a lot of chances, but they're able to create some great opportunities. Owens tries to create one for his teammate there, but East Perth just had more numbers at the front of the ball. They clear that congestion. Good strong tackle there from Muir. That rewards Claremont, forcing the turnover. Huxtable marks on centre wing. Now Trovarello. The first goal of the match in the first minute. Lowers the eyes. Owens takes the mark on his chest. We've got 10 minutes to go before quarter time. Trovarello trying to make it hard for himself, but he's able to tidy up. Goes by hand to Giltro. Owens gets past one. Tries to lace out his teammate in Christensen, but that kick just short of the mark. And East Perth again can settle. The kick from Barnard wasn't properly mopped up. And Hewitt tries to go around the corner, but kick the skin off it. It's out of bounds on the full. It's going to be taken by Burson. He's going to play on. Well weighted kick, and staying down, Weston taking the mark on his chest. He goes inboard, trying to find some open space in the corridor. Across the ground. Slightly misjudged by De Morton. Loose ball behind. And again, East Perth just persevering. Marsden, his handball was a hospital one. It asked a lot of De Morton. Tackle made by Marsden. It's a hot potato out there, and getting onto it is Giltro. Long ball goes looking for Brooks. Numbers favouring East Perth, and they're going to emerge with it out of the defensive half. Omaday. Oh, misjudging it big time there was Prentice. Loose ball, and it goes over the line. Boundary throw in midfield. Another game just gotten underway at Steel Blue Oval. It's Swan Districts playing Subiaco. We'll keep you right up to date with progress scores right throughout the morning. Here on the official WAFL YouTube channel, your home of the EGT WAFL Colts competition, as well as the ATCO WAFL W that also commences round 8 today, with East Perth playing Peel Thunder. Hurried kick towards left half forward, 1-on-1. Applying the pressure was Prentice. Got to his feet quickly. Well done by Prentice, brilliantly done. Swanee trying desperately to clear. Huxtable getting back some territory, and well judged leap by Owens. Owens is marked in midfield. He goes short, and it's going to be 50. A late call, 50-metre penalty. Approaching in the protected area, so the ball will go back to Jesse Owens. He's up to 4 disposals at the present time. Is he going to back himself in? He's about 55 to 60 metres out. That's too far out to score, but you never know. He's going to set it up to the hot spot. He's got 2 options. None of them went up for the mark. Rubbing it out the back brilliantly was the East Perth player. Vlahos gets it out to Gardner. Now Rubin goes over the top. McAlpine gets it back now to Knott. It's out of bounds on the full. The free kick's going to go to Will Flaherty. It's not going to go to Flaherty. It's going to be handed off to Portolano, as he was closer to the boundary line at the time the ball actually went over the line on the full. But Portolano will set it up now, 2-on-1, but that kick is no better. Brady Gardner out of the back pocket, down towards centre wing. Barnard at full stretch, just couldn't let that one be completed. Pentony, his kick smothered. East Perth now applying some great pressure here. Ball spills out. Owens, gang tackled, will ball it up. Just about 5 minutes remaining before quarter time. It's been all Claremont, but East Perth haven't been without their moments. They just haven't been able to get those real chances in front of goal. Xavier Knott did have one, but he was too close to the man on the mark, and the kick was off hands, and there's some holding on. Without the footy, and a free kick will go the way of Cooper Trovarello, who kicked the first goal of the match inside the first minute. To be his 5th disposal. Going to a lead. Christensen at full stretch, couldn't hang on. In comes Doyle, but he's outnumbered. A numbers game again, looking to turn it over here. Hacked off the ground, provides an opportunity for Kingwell. Off a step! And he has missed the lot again. But Claremont with a couple of missed chances as cloud cover shades Revo Fitness Stadium late into this first quarter. Long ball goes only as far as Flaherty. He plays on. Oh, clever. But it was touched off the boot. Plucked to Hewitt. McAlpine putting his head over it. Well done by McAlpine. Brilliantly done. Now they get it out to Rubin. Just got the kick away in time. Going back, taking a great intercept mark. Giltro finds an option, streaming towards the forward 50, and that's Owens. Is he going to back himself in? He does from the paint of 50. He heads to the tip of the goal square. Fist from behind, but there's a free kick. And wanting to play the advantage, it was Edwards who went for goal, but the ball will be called back. There's some holding on in that big pack, and the free kick going to go the way of Charlie Bedbrook. One of two key tall timber options up forward. So for the fourth straight goal, Bedbrook from point blank range, goal. Well, again, Claremont getting some penetration inside that forward 50. Owens going to the hot spot, and then Bedbrook being held without the football in that pack, and he converts with a goal to give Claremont a 24-point lead while holding East Perth to just the one behind in this first quarter. Reigning premiers playing trademark Claremont football. Quick update from Steel Blue Oval. Subiaco have kicked the first goal 5.5 minutes into the first quarter. One straight to one behind over Swan Districts. 22 minutes gone here at Revo Fitness Stadium. James Colts wins it out. Good follow-up work by the Claremont ruckman as he sends this one long towards full forward. Christensen misjudging the lead. Swooping in his Trovarello. Needs a kind bounce. He gets it. Needs an option in support. He gets it in Edwards. Left foot. He went looking for Doyle. And East Perth will pick up the scraps. Oh, brilliant smother. Great smother. Provides a chance for Bedbrook. He's got his second. So Bedbrook has two inside a minute, and he can make that lead 30 points. As we see here, that smother created the opportunity for Bedbrook. He went after the loose ball, threw it onto his boot, and threw the big sticks for goal number 2. Mark Gossam will be a very delighted coach thus far with his side's start and application in the contest. Redmond Dobson, dare I say it, in the box next to me. I think he's looking a bit shell-shocked with pen in hand. So 5-1 plays one behind. We're just about a minute and a half out from quarter time. And it's been all Claremont. Jakes Cox got the palm down. He's dominating the hit-outs early on. Ball spills out. It's gathered brilliantly by Huxtable. Gets out to Binswani. Centering ball. Not his best kick. Overrunning it was Marsden. Now they create a chance here, East Perth. Marsden making amends. Handball is a shocker. Anning with the intercept. Elects to go inboard, and he does it well. Edwards. Edwards goes short. Oh, sitting and waiting there was Muir. Can't be doing that. Gardner got the desperate spoil. But again, Claremont with that run. They've got plenty of running players all around the ground. Christensen taken high. And the umpire agrees. In fact, it's Bedbrook, I should say. Bedbrook swings onto that right foot. And this time, it finds Christensen 10 metres out from goal. And he's looking to continue the punishment on East Perth by kicking Claremont 6th. Reagan Christensen. 10 metres out. Straight through the middle. And that will no doubt be the last kick of the quarter. Christensen will finish off the quarter on a high for the reigning premiers. Simple kick for goal, but converted nonetheless. And as we take you back live, the siren will go shortly. And there it is. Quarter time here at Revo Fitness Stadium. What a start for the reigning premiers. They've kicked the only 6 goals of the quarter, while East Perth can only muster just the one behind. And they go into the first break 6-1-37 to 1 behind. The margin is 36 points. Live on the official WAFL YouTube channel, you're watching EGT WAFL Colts football. Reigning premiers Claremont leading by 36 points over East Perth. Back with the second quarter after this.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on, so you can start working and earning faster, so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a dance. We'll do the rock. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Don't tell
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy.
every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Even though I try to replace you, but loneliness makes me break down. Every time I need a rescue, hanging on the verge of breakdown. Waiting for a touch, you say no day.
Second quarter about to get underway here at Revo Fitness Stadium. We welcome you back to the WAFL official YouTube channel, live coverage of round 7 of the EGT WAFL Colts competition. Good to see Trent Cooper one of the talent managers at WA Football here at Revo Fitness Stadium. Of course, was in charge of training the under-18s and under-20s during the week of the state game. No doubt that would have been a great experience for them. And he's keeping an eye on the Claremont and East Perth players here this morning. It's 6-1, 37 to 1 behind, 36 points the margin in favour of the reigning premiers. Charlie Anning leading the charge for the Tigers with 11. And for East Perth, 6 apiece to McAlpine and Burson. Second quarter underway here at Revo Fitness Stadium. Arm down by Jakes Cox. He provides the tackle on Warner, who tried to find some daylight but couldn't find any. Will be a ball up inside the centre circle. Warner working it to the front. Tackle made by Allpike, and will do it again. We'll repeat stoppages early to start proceedings. On the end of it now is Barnard. It's intercepted. Claremont again. That centre clearance. It's where they've been at their most dominant. Edwards pulls it back, but the kick not as effective. And it's marked on right half back for East Perth. Long kick down the line, 2-on-1. Chris from behind, waiting down, it was McFarlane. His kick towards right half forward. Numbers all around the football for East Perth. Great gather by Hetherington. He can go by hand to Gardner. Under a bit of pressure. Lost the handle, and then Claremont just swooping in. Like the Tigers, the ruthless Tigers of old. But East Perth find a way through. That's well done there by McAlpine. The kick down the line, 2-on-1 again, the numbers game working in Claremont's favour. Jakes Cox had nowhere to go. Great tackle applied by Hansen, holding the ball. They play onto advantage. De Morton sends it long in the not direction, but far the better judge in that one-on-one. Marks and goes across the ground to Huxtable. Finds an option short, Portolano. Chipping and running here. They find some space on the outer side. Down the line, that's a good kick. A very good kick there, and it finds Doyle. Doyle wanted someone going past, but he's been covered. He's going to buy himself another 15 metres, a floating ball towards half forward. Just ball from behind, waiting down at the back are a couple of East Perth players. Bit hesitant there. Chance for Brooks. Dribbles it towards goal. And it just holds its line while rolling along for a minor score. In the other game in progress, Swan District's taking on Subiaco. Subiaco leading 2 goals straight to 1-1-7. Handball received by Burson. Finds with his teammate who sends this one long down the line towards centre wing. Far, good spoil. It's been a key cock in that engine room for the Claremont side this morning as Barnard hurries a kick out towards the forward side of centre, trying to tap it onto the advantage where there was De Morton. Tackle applied by Knott. East Perth trying to surge forward, but just the numbers waiting down at the front of the football proved too strong for Claremont. There's Pentony. Kicks down the line, double fist there. Should have marked it there, McAlpine. Got to find a way to get better at the basics at the moment, East Perth. They're just being outclassed at the moment by the Tigers. Ooh, collision there between Jakes Cox and Portolano as East Perth again look to surge towards centre half forward. Rubin misjudging that one, but he applies the tackle. Claremont again work their way out. Portolano, his kick slews off the side of the boot. Off hands. Great gather by Pentony. And his kick rolls along the ground. Last touch, disposal, free kick. It's going to go the way of Claremont. It ricocheted off the foot of McAlpine. Good to see a couple of the Claremont and East Perth League players also out here supporting their Colts. And it's good to see them providing the support for the Colts. It's good to see the young fellas get a bit of backing from their senior counterparts. Long ball towards half forward. This came from Trovarello. The kick comes in from Weston. Waiting down out front, Edwards. Kicks high towards right half forward. They can test about 52 metres out. Bitteren, was he held without it? Umpire says yes. A bit late. play on towards centre wing. McAlpine. Flaherty taken out of play, will have a boundary throw in. So 5 minutes into this opening quarter, or almost 5 minutes into this opening quarter. 37-point lead. Warner, the lone ruckman that went up. Kick smothered. Trying to cut through the middle here, East Perth. They eventually get a kick away. Rubin couldn't take clean possession. Now the pressure's been invited back by the Tigers. Etherington brought to ground by Giltrode. Will ball it up just to the left-hand side of our broadcast position. Nowhere to go, Hetherington. The ball spilt out, but it was too little too late, holding the ball. It's going to go the way of Giltrode. Lowers the eyes, honours the lead of Brooks. Has Pentony going past, but he's ignored. He elects to send it long to the hot spot. Two options found for Claremont. Good ball from behind. Waiting down there was Hansen. He slips over. Still got the handball away. Hansen's going to get it back here. Clever tap on, but Claremont, they're still closing in. Great pressure up forward. They could be rewarded here. Beautiful hands out to the running Doyle. From 25 metres out, he sprays that one across the face for another minor score. So Claremont, kicking the first 6 goals of the game, have since now kicked 3 behinds. Or 2 behinds, rather. 6-1 at quarter time. East Perth not look like getting a goal at the moment. They just don't look like scoring. And Claremont, they've only had 3 behinds, but they look more like a scoring side. Anning, marked on centre half forward. He's going to go long. Beautiful ball there. Claremont just playing great team football. And it's marked inside 50. Christensen, who kicked 1 goal in the last seconds of the first quarter. He's looking for his second. He had a good angle at this kick. Reagan Christensen. He's going to kick from about 45 metres out. Wrong angle for a right footer. He just checks that to the far side. Players going up and it goes over the line. Ricocheting off the post will have a throw in. Warner in front position. Strong tackle by Trovarello. Of course, a stoppage inside forward 50. So there, the umpire directing the East Perth bench. We had a bit of a delay in the game, but we can get back to proceedings. Warner in front. Again, mishandling that one momentarily was Gardner, but he's able to get a kick away. It's out of bounds on the full. Intended option was Marsden, but they haven't been anywhere near their targets at the moment. Short ball to Huxtable. Huxtable will set it up to the hot spot. Comes off hands, getting involved McAlpine. And this could be holding the ball. Yes, it will. Christensen dragged it in, and this will allow East Perth to clear that defensive 50. The kick to a one-on-one. Using the body was Barnard, but there was an illegal push-out. Advantage is paid. Chance for Pentony. Long ball towards full forward. Sitting and waiting a couple of Claremont players. East Perth had 3 in front of the football. Off hands and right out of it there, Trovarello. He gets taken over the boundary line along with the ball and will throw it in. Juggles off hands, hurried snap by Edwards. Up and under, not the required distance. Edwards couldn't gather. Tackle made there by Craven. He's desperately looking to get out of there. They're being caged in. Hansen's kick smothered. Falls into the hands of Giltro. He can go over the top. Chance now for Kingwell with the outside of the boot. He too has missed the lot. We're just awaiting the ball to be cleared out of that construction lot. We have lost a ball. In fact, nope, seem to have got it back. The construction guys have finally got it out of there. And we can get this one underway. We were originally going to get a replacement ball with the umpires, but construction worker there working on the new lot of apartments has found another ball. And you see there Christensen trying to go for a goal. We could see a bit of multi-ball here, although this ain't a pinball machine. This is a football ground. We're back underway through Gardner, who sends this one long towards left half back. Going up with a big leap there was Edwards. East Perth emerged with it through Warner. Touch ball, the umpire calls play on. Desperate tackling shown by the Tigers. And we'll have a ball up. Big thump away from Landers. Claremont emerged with it from 50 metres out, heading towards goal. Was Giltro, and he too has missed. So 6-4 plays, one behind. East Perth again trying to play on and run at all costs. Trovarello showing great desperation, so too Flessis. East Perth being well hemmed in this second quarter. To Morton, hurried kick. Giltro gathers, gets run down by Spowett. Play on, says the umpire. Beautiful hands, and now East Perth again looking to surge forward. Long ball to a one-on-one. Players waiting down. One of them is Nguyen. His handball asked a lot of his teammate. Portolano applying the tackle. High ball towards half forward. Brilliant mark by Hams. Hams working into the corridor. Edwards. It's across the ground. Good judgment there from the East Perth player who got the fist away. It spills loose. Great gather there by Muir. He's off to the races. Goes by hand. His kick goes looking for Bedbrook, and he takes a great mark. He's got Christensen offering a lead. He's going to stream back to the goal square. It's in the Christensen direction. Couldn't take it. Keeps it in front. He's up against his opponent in Burson, but there's going to be a holding on. Free kick going East Perth's way. To allow East Perth to settle the nerves a little bit. Weston in the right back pocket. Halfway through this second quarter. Claremont 6-4 to East Perth, one behind. The kick, that's going to be out of bounds on the full to Morton. Was the intended target, but the kick just had a little too much on it. Farland plays on. Lowers the eyes, spots a target in Edwards. Forwards with not much roam, not much free roam inside that forward 50, so Edwards is going to have to send it long to the hotspot off a couple of steps. Christensen's lurking. Spoil came in. Big fist from Flessis. Trovarello goes by hand. Anning, he's had a brilliant game, and he could add another great spark with a great goal for Claremont. That's their 7th in a row and their first of the quarter. The 7-4 plays, one behind. It's been all Claremont this morning. Claremont again win it out of the centre. Their midfield is firing on all cylinders. Dispossessed and holding the ball. That saves East Perth's Bacon. Superb tackle by Gardner. And he's got the free kick on centre half back. There's some space to move in the corridor. And that's Hughes, who was able to wiggle round and find that uncontested mark. His kick across the ground, 2-on-2. Great judgment there by Farr. He's been brilliant this first half. Written into the ground and will ball it up on the outer side. Kick towards left half forward. Players going back. Spills to ground. Manning working hard, so too Far. Oh, well done there by Edwards. Edwards zigging and zagging with the left foot. Goes looking for Christensen. In fact, that's been Swanee, I should say, and the ball trickles over the boundary line. And it'll be thrown in the forward pocket with just under 10 minutes remaining. Alpine from the boundary. Hurried kick towards goal. Brooks tried to hack it off the ground. But East Perth content to rush it through for a behind, and Claremont go to 7-5-47, one behind. Long ball to a contest. Big leap from McFarlane, couldn't hang on. Going to get it back. He was waiting down at the front of the contest. Pentony. Zigging and zagging is Jakes Cox. Gets it off to Farr. He's 50 metres out. Gets cleaned up as soon as he kicked it. And it's going to be a relayed free kick as a result. Fletcher Farr. He got cleaned up by Hansen. A little bit of ill discipline. And play on to advantage. Brooks. As easy as you like. He gets the goal. Harry Brooks getting his first goal in just his fourth game for the Claremont WAFL Colts side. This is nothing more than an absolute annihilation. Claremont delivering all and then some on East Perth. 8-5-53 to just the one behind. Jakes Cox got another palm down. Running onto it, McAlpine. Inside 50, the Royals go at last. But Farr again, taking that one off the half volley. He's been brilliant down the back line and a bit in midfield. Definitely one of the top five in this game. There's a free kick. It's going to be relayed. There's some holding on as soon as the ball was kicked. It's going to go the way of Austin Huxtable. This will be his 13th disposal coming up. Huxtable looking for options, but none are presenting, so he has to set this one up down the line. Big fly, Jakes Cox. The ball spills over the line. We'll have a throw in front of our broadcast position. Warner got the hit out. Owens hucks it out. Allpike hurriedly gets boot to ball. It was into space, but leading back is the East Perth player in De Morton. Kicks to a contest. Farr. Trying to fist it along was not the smartest decision. But East Perth will have another chance as the intercept mark's taken by Warner. That kick was a grubber, but East Perth with some time and space. Flessis goes short. Finds the leading man in Rubin. He's going to give it back to Flessis. Long ball towards goal and off hands. and a minor score. Would have been a handy drought breaker as far as goals are concerned. Claremont just doing everything right this morning. Going up was Warner. In front there was De Morton. Sends it long, one-on-one, far from behind. He's going to ground. It's a congested ball inside that 50. Emerging with it now is Craven. Goes one way when he should have went the other, but he's got a high tackle. And he's going to get the free kick. And he looked to back himself in for around about 51, 52 metres out. But take Craven. Only his third game. WAFL Colts football. He starts it right. It's swinging back. Won't make the distance. Off hands. Gang tackle. The umpire says, give it to me. Under 5 minutes out from half time. Claremont ran right in this first half. Well, they've only kicked 2 goals in the second quarter, but that 6-0 opening term, what set up Claremont to be in this position. Big leap from Warner. Almost impeded by Allpike. Into space now. A real loose ball out there. Going to emerge out of the congestion there was Ben Swaney. But Jakes Cox gets a hurried kick, clearing the defensive line. With not a lot of time and space is Western, because here come the Tigers. They're pouncing on that loose ball. Non-guard Lee does well. Great gather. Gets around Brooks. Lowers the eyes and finds Weston. Again conceding ground. They had to shell themselves in that defensive 50 for a while. Glasses goes by hand, and now the Royals are looking to create an opportunity close to half time. Hamish Omaday with that left foot, long ball, goes looking for Warner. No one went across to him. This is much better from East Perth. This is something that they needed. Spowett, that last kick inside 50. He's got Hughes roaming on his own, but he's now been covered by Huxtable. Going to take play to the boundary line, not his best kick, because that has allowed an easy score from Prentice, and we'll have a boundary throw in the pocket. About 15 to 20 metres out from goal. 8-5 to 2 behinds if you're just joining us. Far. Almost worried out of it. Spills to ground. Been Swaney getting involved. Strong tackle. Handball still comes out. Here's a chance now for De Morton. Pulls it back across the face for another behind. Eight 5 plays 3 behinds as we close in on half-time, about a couple of minutes away. Reuben couldn't mark. Tidies up. Lowers the eyes. Brilliantly done to McAlpine. Kicks long to the hot spot, looking for an option up forward. Oh, courage there by Nguyen and Barnard. And the mark has been paid. I thought that had come off Nguyen's hands there, but it's Barnard who's got the mark. And he's got a chance for East Perth to kick their first goal with just a minute or two remaining before the half-time break. Low trajectory kick. Got the distance, but certainly not the accuracy. Nguyen, just the one behind. .49 points with just over a minute left before the long break. Hewitt. Short ball, finds Flaherty. Now Hewitt, not 15, so has to play on. Christensen. Great mark, drifting to the back half. Goes down the line, perhaps not his best kick, intended for his teammate, in the last touch rule in effect, so a free kick going the way of East Perth. Taken by Flesses. searching for options inboard, but none are presenting, so he goes down the line, honouring the lead of Hughes. 20 seconds remaining. Hughes sends it long. On the lead there, Jacob, no mark. Tackle made by Bin Swaney. This is great desperation. Gee, Claremont haven't put a foot wrong in this first half. Bin Swaney's got the free kick, but he won't need to kick it. There's the siren. Half time here at River Fitness Stadium. What a first half by the Tigers. 8-0 in the first 50 minutes of football. And the reigning premiers. What more can you say? 8-5-53 to 4 behind. It's a 49-point lead to the Tigers at half-time here at River Fitness Stadium. You're watching EGT WAFL Colts football on the official WAFL YouTube channel. Stay where you are, folks, after the half-time break. We're going to have all the second half action, and we'll bring you the league possession getters as well, with Claremont leading East Perth by 49 points here at River Fitness Stadium. Stay with us.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on, so you can start working and earning faster, so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a day. We'll do the rock. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Don't tell if you do.
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on so you can start working and earning faster so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a dance. We'll do the rock. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Well, don't tell me if you do.
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy.
Welcome back to Revo Fitness Stadium. Third quarter about to get underway, and it is Claremont leading East Perth by 49 points. 8-5-53 to 4 behind. Paul Persick with you on this beautiful Saturday morning. Perfect conditions for footy. Don't get no better than this. Leading possession getters for Claremont, Charlie Anning with 17 and 13 apiece for Fletcher Farr, Austin Huxtable and Cooper Edwards, while for East Perth, Evan Burson has 16, 12 for Caro Flessis and 10 apiece for Barnard and McAlpine. Leading goal kickers Brooks and Bedbrook with 2 goals each. Away we go. Second half underway at Revo Fitness Stadium. Warner got the palm down, but it's Owens who gets on the end of it. Owens through the front edge of centre, kicks long to a one-on-one, goes only as far as Burson. Burson's got the mark. On right half back, he lowers the eyes and finds a target down the line in Flessis. Flessis now to his 13th disposal. He's going to send it long to the hot spot on left centre wing. Big leap from behind Hetherington. Spills to ground and over the boundary line. Was off hands, so we'll have a throw-in. In the other game, that is going on at Steel Blue Oval at the present time. Big second quarter by Swan Districts, and at half-time over there, it's 6-4-40 to 3-4-22. So a slow start in the first quarter by the Swans, but they have stepped up a gear and they lead Subiaco by 18 points. Of course, the round began last night with wins to South Fremantle and West Perth as the whistle is sounded, holding the ball. Great desperation by Flessis. He started off this third quarter in strong style as he sends this one long towards the forward pocket. No mark. Farr had a big first half. Off hands and the lasso signal being made. Free kick going the way of East Perth through James Barnard. Allpike offers a lead, but he's ignored. So too Marsden. Signalling go to the hot spot, and he goes there. High ball. Big leap from the side. Hams, and it's rushed through for a behind. So East Perth with the first score, but they are yet to hit a major so far in this game. Tigers kicking in through Far, who's definitely one of the Claremont best 5 players of this game thus far. A long driving ball towards half back. Great mark. Brooks, he too has been good, as is that man, Giltro. But he's been stopped in his tracks. Give the bloke a rap and look what happens. And now they play on East Perth. Running inside 50. It's a wobbly kick. It's bouncing towards goal. And it's over the boundary line. We'll throw it in. Norgard Lee there. Had a little bit more time and space. Could have run a bit closer to goal, but the inexperience and the little touches of panic have been creeping into their game all throughout. In front position, Tyson Jacob. Chance for East Perth now. Players overrunning the football. Good tackling made. Here's a chance for Marsden. Hooks it back. Not far enough. It's out of bounds on the full. Big thanks to EGT and also Amy. Proud supporters of WAFL Colts football from Subiaco to Singleton. Lucky you're with Amy. Amy's here for WA football. Spilling the mark was Fairclough, but he did concede a free kick. High contact. Edwards has got it on right centre wing. Edwards going short. Finds Owens. 10 disposals up to half-time, Jesse Owens. It's his 4th mark. He just gets the kick away in time. It's a long one. Players showing great courage there. Ball spills loose. Putting his head over it is McAlpine. Now, Norgard Lee, he gets it back to McAlpine. He drops it short. Finds Allpike. Teammates offering a lead. Mark was spilled, but keeping it in play brilliantly was Fairclough. Long ball up towards half forward. 2-on-1. Getting hands to it was Jacob. Getting the backup was Nguyen. Sustained tackle there by Binswani. But there was a push out. That's going to be against East Perth. The kick, not the required 15 distance. Mark was spilled, allows East Perth to get numbers into the coalface. Ball spills down, waiting out the front, Christensen. But unable to keep it alive is McFarlane. Ball up will be the boundary throw-in will be the call, just by the Tigers' marquee and bench. Beautiful day for football. You cannot ask for anything better here in the West. A few clouds around, but it is the promise of a really fine day throughout. And the ground in magnificent condition. And just quietly too, the painted logo looks great as Barnard sends it long inside 50. That man Far, he has been terrific. Another intercept mark inside 50. Follows it up with a nice kick to a target in Huxtable. Claremont just working their way around the outer side of this big ground. Short down the line. Difficult kick. It asked a lot of Pentony. He recovers well, goes by hand. He's got it offering lead through Edwards. Oh, great courage. Christensen just went a little too early. And East Perth will force the turnover. Omaday's kick is a good one. Oh, Hetherington should have taken that one, but his teammates are there to clean it up. Long kick up towards half forward. Good use of the body by Knott. He's got a player streaming to the tip of the goal square. It goes in his direction. 1-on-1. It's going to bounce through towards the goal. I don't think he touched it. He did not. It's a goal. So East Perth at last hit the scoreboard through Xavier Knott. And he kicks his first and East Perth's first, as we see on the replay. Knott, he was kicking to his intended target. He wasn't hoping for a goal. But the bounce, well, sometimes the bounce falls in your favour in football. And sometimes it doesn't. And in Knott's case, it fell in his favour. Xavier Knott in the first 6 minutes of this third term. He's got East Perth on the board. The 8-5 plays 1-5. It's a margin of 7 goals here at Revo Fitness Stadium. Warner goes up, palms it down. Here's a chance for Spowett. Spowett sings it long, awkward bounce. Great pressure applied by Flaherty. He goes to ground. Now Hansen. Hansen's handball ineffective. Here's Far. Far hurries the kick. 3 East Perth players around the football. They swoop in. McAlpine sweeping handball over the top. Burson navigating to the corridor, and it's a great mark taken by Hetherington. He's going to send it long now. Not his lurking. Big fist from behind, Portolano. Players going down. It's like a pinball machine in there, but Claremont are going to get on with business. Bin Swaney plays onto the advantage and chips it short and finds Edwards. Bedbrook. Down the line to the wing. Good use of the body there by Brooks, putting his head down. Gang tackled. Umpire says, give it to me. Not going anywhere further. Real congested ball on their left centre wing. Players getting dragged to ground. Whistle has sounded. There's a free kick. It's going to go the way of Bedbrook. He was dragged to ground without the football. He goes long. Goes looking for Christensen. Again, East Perth had a few numbers out the front here. Good anticipation. Flessis under pressure. Handball to Fairclough. Has a second bite of the cherry. Fisted away from Kingwell. Not able to keep it alive are the Tigers. Will have a boundary throw in the right forward pocket. Christensen out the back. Edwards. Now Flessis. Pressure's really on now. Deep in the forward 50. Giltro off a step. Kicks to the pocket. Goes only as far as Burson. Burson is marked. In the back pocket for East Perth. No options in board, so he has to go to a contest. That man again. Fletcher Farr. He has played a great game down the back line and has now shifted up the ground. Certainly been one of the best 5 players as Farr centres it, and it's marked by Edwards. Edwards getting himself in front, takes a great mark, and he's going to have a shot from about 40 metres out. What I will say, I like what Fletcher Farr can bring. Not only to the defensive half, he pushed up the ground, and he's proven to be hard to beat in that defensive 50. No matter the quality of the opposition, you can always measure it by the quality of the opposition, but his impact has been measurable today. And Tyson Edwards could reward that work. He's 45 metres out. It's on its way and just across the face for a behind. So 10 minutes gone on the EGT scoreboard. It's 8-6 to 1-5. East Perth again flirting with danger. You do not want to do that against the reigning premiers, and they could pay the price. Edwards goes to ground, got hands to it, and it's going to be a boundary throw-in. That's the one thing, no matter what side no matter what side you are, what you don't do against Claremont is flirt with danger, because they will come at you. That's why they're the reigning premiers, back-to-back premiers, three-peat premiers of this competition for a reason. Another boundary throw-in. Don't forget as well, speaking of East Perth, their WAFL W team is in action. You can see that game on the official WAFL YouTube channel from just after 11 o'clock. It's East Perth and Peel Thunder kicking off the round. That should be a very interesting contest as Claremont steer the ball to the top of the goal square. They're going to get a goal out of it. They will not. Bounces through for a minor score. So scoring continues for the Tigers. East Perth again being caged in that defensive half. Great mark taken there by Ruben. 8-7, plays 1-5. They get the outlet handball. His kick intended for De Morton. And again, Claremont with those extra numbers forced the turnover. Giltro's kick, well wide. Hansen, well read there by Hansen. Lucky Hansen, his first game for the year. Here's kick to a contest. Players crashing and burning. A couple of them a bit worse for wear. Both of them East Perth players. And we're going to have a stop to this game as a result. Gee, that looked pretty nasty. One of them is De Morton. And the other is Nguyen. At least they're back on their feet on their own accord, which was good. But gee, that looked quite nasty in real time. The trainers are coming on very promptly as the clock continues to run. But the players there, Morton and Nguyen, have waved them off saying, I'm okay. And they will carry on with the game. So that's good to see. Meantime, there is a free kick. It's going the way of Bin Swanee. Swanee's kick, short one, and finds his teammate on the outer side. Trovarello offering a lead. And he takes the mark on his chest. Swanee will get it back. We've got some space in the corridor. One of them out in the open was McFarlane. He goes in that direction. He's waiting down in front, 2-on-1. Great mark there over the top. Bedbrook. Bedbrook has kicked 2 goals. He sends it in board. Christensen just a little too far from behind. Good tackling. Superb tackling by East Perth. They're trying to keep it at bay. Brilliantly done there by Nongard Lee. Gets it out to his teammate who sends it long. Portolano looking to get it in with the one hand. Just couldn't hang on to that one as the ball trickles over the line. Gee, he has some leap on him too. Does Dejan Portolano. His 4th game of the year. Started his career over at the Broome Club, Broome Saints. Beautiful part of West Australia, home of the famous Cable Beach. Broome Saints, very proud club. They found a really good talent in Dejan Portolano. As Claremont again clear it out of the stoppage. They find Huxtable, who sends this one long to the hot spot. Tip of the goal square. Well stood up there, Brooks, and kicks the goal. That's his 2nd goal. Harry Brooks. He now joins a list of multiple goal kickers for the Tigers. And they continue on that rampage, 9-7 to 1-5. And we've got just about 10 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Claremont continuing on their rampage from the first half. They got a lot of the football. Quite surprisingly, only 1 goal for the quarter, but they have still been well in control of this game, and it's a margin of an even 50 points as we get back to the middle. Beautiful palm down by Jakes Cox. Owens gets on the end of it, and he puts it out in front of his teammate who spills the mark, that being Christensen. Out in front, East Perth will clear. The kick came from Burson. Hansen leading in the race. He's got some backup in the form of Hughes. Great gather by Hansen. He'll go over the top. Hughes. And East Perth clear that defensive half. The kick to a 1-on-1. Good spoil there from Bin Swanee. Over the line. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Great atmosphere to start the day here at Revo Fitness Stadium. A couple of fans rocking up in the Claremont Centenary Guernsey, which the League boys will wear later today. That big clash with East Perth this afternoon. And by gee, those Centenary Guernseys look pretty good. With the classic collar dating back to 1926, when the then Claremont Cottesloe Football Club were established, as the Tigers again kick toward the forward half, and that is a great mark. Kingwell. Kingwell will set it up. It's in the Brooks direction. 2-on-1. Brooks goes to ground as he was going for the mark. Clearing ball out towards half back. Goes only as far as Hewitt. Spills an easy mark. Allows East Perth to get pressure in numbers, but Claremont emerged with the footy. It's in the Brooks direction again. Got hands to it. It collides with Trovarello, but Trovarello steady on his feet. Inboard kick. Looked ambitious. Big fist away. But here's Alpike, who's just come off the bench. Likes a fortune, and he gives it off to Flessis on the burst. Stops and props and gets a kick away. Leading it in the foot race has been Swami. Great pressure applied by Knott over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw in. Toss back into play on centre wing on the Centenary logo. Gathered by De Morton. Hospital handball asked a lot of Hughes. He's getting tackled. Being caged in. Ball it up. Claremont, that 50-point margin will reflect well on the percentage, but they're still a long way behind South Fremantle, who of course won last night. And their percentage did take a bit of a gain, but not as big as they would have wanted at half-time. Keep in mind, they were 50 points up at half-time. Trovarello, good hands and combining well with his teammates. That handball is a bit risky, intended for Edwards. But East Perth getting that numbers game to work in that defensive 50. Far from behind, lucky not to concede the free kick. Good second effort, applying the pressure on the East Perth ball carrier. Strong tackle there by De Morton. That's the aggression that you'll want to see if you're an East Perth fan. Especially against this side, this Claremont side, who have been, as Mark Reddings once described, the Rolls Royce of the WAFL Colts competition. And rightfully so as well, just the way they're travelling in the competition. Hurried kick by Giltro. Unable to take it on the first bite was Edwards, but he did well to tidy up. Handball comes to ground. Edwards tries to spin out of trouble, but got dispossessed. Warner in 6s and 7s. Eventually gets the kick away. Gathered by Portolano for the Tigers. Off a step. Big fist from behind. Flessis. But it's going to fall into the hands of McFarlane. McFarlane bursts through. Floating ball. And it's marked inside defensive 50. This time it's Barnard who goes long across the ground. Well, slightly misjudged there by the Claremont player. Loose ball in front. Hughes slipping over. Had enough time and space to get the handball out, and now Ruben. Ruben goes long, goes looking for Jacob. 2-on-2. Great work by Jacob, but he gets mowed down. Claremont players going in force to the coalface. Jacob again. Nowhere to go. Cleverly tapped on by Ruben. Claremont again, just find a way to win back possession. Flaherty marks inside defensive 50, retreating a bit of territory, signalling their intention to switch it up. Jakes Cox recovers the spill. Long ball, not his best kick, and it's marked by Allpike. 5.5 minutes remaining before three-quarter time. Both sides have got 1 goal apiece. And the kick inside 50 is ineffective because the mark was brilliantly taken by Hams. Hams will have to play on. He sends it long down the line. East Perth players all over this one. All of them went up. None stayed down. Up and under kick. Towards half forward for the Tigers. For the Royals, I should say, as the kick honours the lead of Marsden. Marsden has got the mark around about 45 to 50 metres out from goal. He'll be looking for his first of the day. He's going to give it off to Barnard. That kick just swinging with the breeze. Hansen goes after the loose ball, but Claremont had that extra number. Hurried kick out of the 50. It's going to fall into the hands of Nguyen. Nguyen's got a lead. Flessis going back. Kick falls in favour of De Morton. He gets worried out of it by Hams. That Claremont backline working like a Swiss watch. Giltro. Giltro kicks to a target there in Jakes Cox. Going to spot up a lead in Doyle. Doyle's kick, 2-on-1. Big spoil from behind. Hip and shoulder. Laurie's Allpike out of it, and that allows Giltro to take the easy possession. And they're away, the Tigers. They've got a player on the overlap, McFarlane. He can take it and go. Nobody near him. He kicks in the Bedbrook direction. Almost got hands in the back there. Gardner. Non-guard Lee can't keep it in play. And we will have last touch rule in effect. It's outside the 50. The free kick's going to go Claremont's way. Jackson Muir. Long ball goes looking for Christensen, but the kick didn't have enough on it. That's good work by the East Perth defence. And the kick finds Allpike as they aim to repel out of the 50, which they will. The kick goes looking for Hansen. Big leap, couldn't hang on to it. Portolano there with the crumbs. Hansen, good effort to recover. And he gets wrapped up. We'll have a ball up on right centre wing with 3 minutes to go. Third quarter underway down at Steel Blue Oval in the meantime. Swan Districts have kicked the first goal. They lead 7-5 to 3-4 over Subiaco. Spowett with the fist. On the end of it is Binswani. Long ball, they'll contest 40 metres out. Numbers game favours East Perth, but hacked off the ground by Doyle. It takes Claremont out of their forward 50. Handball brilliantly smothered by Owens. Pressure's on. Good tackling by East Perth, and they're going to be rewarded here. Holding the ball, it's going to go the way of Hamish Amodi. He's on left half back. Retreating back to the tip of the goal square. They go right down the middle, risky ball. Ruben was the intended target, and he was taken high, and that was silly there on the part of Jackson Muir. I think that might be looked at during the week. At least Ruben's back on his feet. He's okay. Ruben will send it long towards centre wing. Ball from behind. Front and square was McFarlane. Got the handball over the top to Hams. Up and under kick. Spoiling that one is All Pike. Sees it over the line. We'll have a throw in. Tick down towards three-quarter time. Claremont with another clearance. Flessis got hands to it. At 60 metres out from goal, East Perth will repel. Long ball, far with a big leap. Couldn't hang on. Alpine getting involved. Out of play, last touch rule. Go the way of East Perth with 50 seconds remaining. Driving ball, 2-on-1. Waiting out the back were a couple of Claremont players. Tackle made by Craven. The umpire will ball it up. Seconds tick down now. Tackle made by Warner. Hurried kick towards East Perth's half-forward line, but Claremont will easily repel. The kick to a one-on-one. Good spoil by Flessis. There's still a bit of time. Flessis can run, take a couple of bounces to the paint of 50. Sends it long towards full forward. No mark. One more chance for East Perth. Kick smothered by Far. What a game he's having. Knott's kick also smothered, and that'll do it for three-quarter time. Well, that just about sums up the way Claremont have played. Those two smothers in that defensive 50, one of them by Far, who I'm going to put it out there, he's been Claremont's best. And Claremont going to three-quarter time with a 50-point lead, 9-7-61 to 1-5-11. Far outstanding, so too Anning. And for East Perth, Burson has been their best with 25. We'll take a break, and when we do come back, all the final quarter action with Claremont leading East Perth by 50 points.
Hey mates, ready to power up your career with EGT? As a proud sponsor of the WAFL, we're all about teamwork and training winners. With EGT, our apprenticeships in electrical trades are hands-on, so you can start working and earning faster, so you can forget the debt and dive straight into earning. Join us today and get the best of both worlds. Great training with the thrill of the game. Don't just dream about success, wire it up with EGT. Visit egt.net.au and kickstart your career.
They could have made it round.
Let's have a ball.
Instead, they made a swinging pendulum of luck.
Let's have a day. We'll do the rock. We'll do the ball. Let's have a ball. Don't
When the bounce serves you a clanger,
Lucky you're with Amy.
Great to be with you here at Revo Fitness Stadium. Final quarter about to get underway, and it's a 50-point margin to Claremont over East Perth. They have run riot all afternoon. Having said that, though, after that 6-goal first quarter, Claremont have only kicked 2 goals for the game. 2 further goals, rather. Or 3 goals, I should say. Getting my numbers mixed up. While East Perth, of course, they only scored their first goal at the 6-minute mark of the third quarter off the boot of Xavier Knott. But it's lean pickings at the moment for the Royals. Leading possession getters, Farr with 20, Anning also with 20, and 18 for Gabriel Giltro. And for East Perth, Burson has been their best with 25. And 14 for James de Morton, 17 for James Barnard. And McAlpine, 12 disposals, and he's laid down 10 tackles so far in this game. Final term underway, 50 points the margin. Claremont looking to remain level with South Fremantle at the top of the ladder. And away we go. Jakes Cox went up, got the palm down, goes after the loose ball. Handball over the top into space. Looked a bit ambitious, but it's gathered by Edwards with the left foot. towards the forward side of centre. Taking it on the second bite of the cherry was Muir. Gets it back to Edwards. Gang tackled. Umpire says, give it to me. Long ball towards the forward half for East Perth. Overrunning it was McAlpine. Players gathering around the coalface. We'll ball it up once again. Inside the centre square. Claremont again emerge, clearing the ball. Great mark there by Hams. He takes it and goes. Wobbly old kick. Inside 50. Options are plenty for Claremont, but East Perth this time, to their credit, being very desperate in that defensive 50. Gardner was first to the football. Before he got wrapped up in the tackle, we'll ball it up. Thumped into space. Good gather. Handball was ambitious by Anning. Ball spills loose. Desperate there was Burson. Wrapped up in the tackle. Umpire says, give it to me. Waiting down in front was Allpike. Up and under kick. Gilthrow standing underneath it. Far. He stayed down. Waiting down out the front there, it was Flaherty. Claremont again with those numbers. Rubber along the ground. Well done by Brooks. He's been brilliant. Handball out to his teammate under pressure. Flassis applies the tackle. And East Perth can repel out of the 50. Going up there was Rubin. Misjudged it. And Claremont again surging forward. That is a lovely kick. On the lead of that man right there in Bedbrook. He's looking for his third goal. Charlie Bedbrook. He and Reagan Christensen, when they're clicking, they produce something really special. As far as their forward tandem is concerned, they love to kick goals. Bedbrook has been the more effective in this game today. For his third goal, it's a floater. That's across the face. So 9-8, plays 1-5, 51 points the margin. Early stages of this final term. Short ball finds Allpike. Allpike having to go by hand to Flessis, switching it across the face of goal. East Perth under enormous pressure, but they find a way out. Offering a lead is Button. Now, Weston down the back line. Down the line, over the top. McFarlane, brilliant mark. He too has been very serviceable. McFarlane's still down. Let's hope it's nothing more than cramp. McFarlane still down. It's a great mark, but let's hope he's okay. Oh, no. That is not good. He's limping very, very majorly. Well, let's hope he's okay. Well, he's starting to run it off, so let's hope he can stick it out for the rest of this last quarter, because that'll be a big blow if they lose him. On right centre wing. Great gather there by Allpike, who sends it long. 2-on-1. Staying down was Prentice. Got possession, but immediately got wrapped up by Knott in the tackle. Play on, says the umpire. The ball stays locked in. That forward 50 for East Perth will ball it up. Handball plucked out by Farr. Comes to Huxtable. But he can't keep it in play. Boundary throw in on left half forward. And this time, Alpine couldn't keep it in play. And we'll have another throw in almost the same area of the ground. Claremont with numbers, but the handball smothered. Spowett with the left foot kick up towards the forward pocket. Far again. Tries to tap it to the advantage of his teammate, but it's in East Perth hands. Opportunity for the Royals. Warner goes by hand. McAlpine hooks it around the body. And he's kicked it. No, he hasn't. Thought he did for a moment. The umpire didn't have to do a lot of shuffling, but that is one behind only. 1-6. And it's now back to 50 points. Taking the mark on his chest, Bedbrook. 2 goals, 1. Spent some time in the ruck as well. Across the face of goal. Dangerous kick. Not was lurking, but enough time and space for the mark to be taken by Edwards. Edwards down the line. Barnard using the body well. Centering kick. Misjudging that one, Ruben, just a little too far in front. 1-on-1. Over the top, Allpike with the fist. Sees it out of play. We'll have a throw in. 7 minutes gone in this final quarter. Whistle sounded, an illegal block in the ruck. And it's going to be a free kick. It'll go to the big man, Ryan Warner. And he'll be looking for East Perth's second goal. Goals very hard to come by for East Perth this morning. Ryan Warner, 16 hit-outs. He's had the 11 disposals. It's not going to make the distance. Spoil keeps it alive. And the Tigers, again, can repel out of the 50. High ball going up there was Jacob. No mark. Comes out to Nguyen. Nguyen steady on his feet. Out to Omade. Flessis zigs and zags. Goes for the barrel. It's a long ball towards half forward. Portolano does well. Claremont again. Very effective when the ball's in their hand. The kick goes in the Muir direction. Spills the mark, but he takes it on the second attempt. Claremont have only kicked 3 goals after their 6-goal first quarter. But they have still maintained control and still playing it on their terms. Well done there by Bedbrook. Gets past one. Good synergy here. Giltro just got boot to ball. Edwards keeps running onto it. Written into the ground. Weston able to set up East Perth's repel. The kick out towards left half back. An easy mark spilt there by Hetherington. But now they recover through Hughes. He's got an option in board. That is Hughes, in fact. And he goes in the Hughes direction. That's a good kick and a good mark. Now they take play out to centre wing. Long ball, a little more direct. To Morton. Handball out. The kick inside 50. In front Hughes, but there's a free kick. There was a sliding with the knees there, and that's against Ruben. The free kick will go Claremont's way, and immediately they spot up Edwards. Looking to work it out of the corridor. Now Huxtable. 18th disposal coming up for Huxtable. Off a step, long ball, 2-on-1. Spilling the mark. They have spilled a lot of these marks today. When you look at the mark numbers, 50 to 67. So we can say that for both sides as a result. Flessis has taken the mark. Kick brilliantly smothered by Anning. Creates another opportunity for Claremont. Trovarello just got it away in time. Anning, a little don't argue if you don't mind, but maybe not the best place on the ground to do it because he was right next to the boundary line and will throw it in. The margin 50 points. And Claremont, should that margin remain the same, they'll gain a lot of percentage out of this. They'll only be 14% behind South Fremantle, who of course won by 16 last night over Peel Thunder. But if they can grow that margin just a little bit, who knows? They could snatch top spot on the ladder. And with West Perth winning last night, East Perth will drop back down to 7th. And Swan Districts, if they keep going the way they are, we'll give you a score update in a moment, they could go up into the 5. Halfway through this last quarter, Hams was dispossessed, but taking off like a jet is Hewitt, who sends it long to a 2-on-1. Great mark. Courage being shown there by Burson, committing himself to the contest. Hetherington takes it and goes. No one coming near him. The kick goes looking for Marsden, spills the mark, but he's able to tidy up. Gets it out to Stowart. Spowart sends it to the corridor, but it's not a good kick. Giltro immediately gets plenty of carry with the kick. Edwards is the target. They go back to the corridor. Long ball, this time from Muir. Inside 50. Goes only as far as the big man down the back. Fairclough goes across the ground. Now from half back, they find the loose man. It's a mark. 2-on-1. Not his best kick, but player waiting down was Marsden. Couldn't keep it in play. We'll have a boundary throw in on the outer side. Boundary throw in on the outer side, with Claremont leading by 50 points halfway through this last quarter. In front was Jacob. Well done there by Spowart again on the end of it, but his kick not effective. Spilling the mark there was Hams, was a difficult one to take as he was going back with the flight, but he's got great support as they try to work it to the corridor. But East Perth forced the turnover. Beautiful hands over the top. Here's Knott. Just got chased down. A great chase by Flaherty. Stops Knott in his tracks. Chance for East Perth with the outside of the boot. And a great goal being kicked. This time by Fairclough. He gets his first. And East Perth with their second of the day. As we see here. Great effort by East Perth, showing desperation. It has come in fleeting manner, but not his desperation, second to none in that passage, and that has deserved the goal. East Perth getting their second of the day. And it's a margin of 54 points. As we approach the final 10 minutes of this final term. Claremont on the way to another win. They'll maintain their spot in the top 2. Gilthrow. Out to Anning, who's been brilliant. Short ball finds his man in Jakes Cox. Long ball to the forward pocket. Trapped on the half volley. Gang tackle. The umpire will have the ball to toss up inside the defensive 50. Big thump over the top by Bedbrook. But East Perth clear. Standing up and waiting for that one was Hams. Spilt an easy mark. But he's got support. Jakes Cox dispossessed. Holding the ball anyway. Hughes. He's going to get around his man in Edwards. Sending it long. Good pair of hands, Owens. He's been very good in this game. Gets it to the corridor, and now Claremont are off and running. Trovarello, who's been good. Handball into space. Here's Farr. Tries to storm through. Couldn't get hands to the football. Now he does. Gill throw, but there's a free kick. It's going to be a throw. It's against the Tigers. And taking the free kick will be Thomas Allpike. Allpike from centre half back. He goes across the ground. Finds Fairclough. Was looking for Hansen, one-on-one. The kick goes over his head. Tackle applied by Spowett. Ball up will be the call. Loose ball's there to be won. And it's won by East Perth. Reuben gets a high floating kick inside 50. Mark is spilled. Ball up will be the call. Going up is Jacob, got the palm down, chance for East Perth, the kick toward the forward pocket. One-on-one, Marsden gets it onto his boot, and Marsden gets the goal. That's his first, and East Perth finishing off this game with a little bit of respectability. The kick goes to the tip of the goal square. Marsden couldn't hang on, but went after the loose ball, threw it onto his boot, kicked a beautiful goal. East Perth going to 3-6-24. Claremont 9-8-62, 17.5 minutes gone in this final term. .38 points is the margin. One would suggest the margin could be a bit flattering with the way Claremont started this game. Out of the centre. Jakes Cox got the palm down. Goes to ground. Holding on. Hughes without the football. He's got the free kick inside the centre square. Gives it off to his teammate in McAlpine. Long ball towards full forward. Going up Marsden. Another chance for East Perth. Here's Hansen with the left foot. Cleverly guides it in the Marsden direction. There's two players there. Into an open goal to Morton. And that's another one for East Perth. Very good finish to this game here for East Perth. They've kicked the last 3 goals. The margin's back down to 32 points. We saw something similar last night with Peel Thunder getting the margin down to 16 after being down by 50 at half-time. We're seeing something sort of similar. Teams leaving it till late to play their best quarter, with the game pretty much out of reach. Back in the middle, 9-8 plays 4-6. Jakes Cox with a big leap over the top. On the end of it is Anning. Anning's kick not his best. Claremont emerge with it again. Their engine room really has fired today. The kick looking for Brooks. Keeps it in front. Dragged to the ground. Umpire calls play on. East Perth emerge with the ball. Switching it to the near side. Allpike is marked. 5 minutes remaining. East Perth trying all they can to keep it alive. The kick goes over the boundary line. Last touch rule in effect. And Portolano has got the free kick. He has to play on. He's under pressure. Here comes Knott. Applies the tackle. Umpire calls play on. Ben Swanee. Handball into space, but now East Perth getting some numbers surging forward. Marsden was one of them. A wobbly old kick inside 50. Far spilt the mark. Hansen tries to tap it on. Prentice does well to gather. Claremont, their numbers win back possession. Far turns Hansen inside out. Goes short and finds his man. Far's taken the mark. Down the line he goes on centre wing. Bedbrook. Edwards is lurking on his own inside that forward 50. The kick goes in his direction. Needs a kind bounce. He gets it. He heads towards a vacant goal. And he's missed. So 9-9 plays 4-6. With about 3.5 minutes to go. In this game, it'll be a big Claremont win, no doubt about that. And it looks like also being a big win for Swan Districts. As Muir spills the mark. East Perth with a hurried kick out of the defensive 50 and it goes into the hands of Knott. Down the line go the Royals. Marsden going back and on the third attempt. That's a great mark. Swan Districts leading, by the way, early stages of the last quarter, 11-7 to 3-6. So after a slow start in the first quarter, Swans have really got into gear. Long ball by Marsden, one-on-one. Numbers favour Claremont. Ben Swanee was one of them. Goes across the ground. That's a good ball by Ben Swanee. Claremont again will repel out a defensive 50. Bedbrook. Bedbrook goes long and direct. Going back with the flight was Muir. Spills to ground. Waiting down was Allpike. Allpike's kick was a bit of a wobbler. Floating handball over the top, and the kick wasn't a good one as East Perth entered the forward 50 once more. Farr, who's been sensational today. Tackle made, holding the ball. Great tackle there by Rubin. Cale Rubin, in only his 6th game for the season. He'll kick from about 45. Unselfishly, he finds a lead. And that's a brilliantly taken mark. Going to give it off to Barnard. Off a couple of steps. Heads towards goal. And as easy as you like. So another consolation goal for East Perth. Brings a little respectability onto the scoreboard. They go to 5-6-36 to 9-9-63. Here it is on the replay. Barnard has his first goal. He's had 20 disposals. And the scoreboard looking a lot more respectable from East Perth's point of view. It's 9-9 to 5-6. Claremont will remain level with South Fremantle, but no doubt this last quarter, as far as their percentage is concerned, it's taken a bit of a drop. They're now 20-odd percent, 26% behind South Fremantle. They'll be level on points. Inside the last minute of this game, East Perth finishing off strong here. Claremont repelling out of that defensive half. Getting the sit. The Claremont player in Hams. He now goes to Trovarello. Guides the ball to the pocket. There was a push out. That's going to be a free kick going Claremont's way. And it's that man, Harry Brooks, who's looking for his 4th goal. This will be the last kick of the day. Claremont will start their centenary celebration day in the best way possible. Harry Brooks will take his time and wait for the siren to put one final stamp on this game. Brooks on the siren. He doesn't make the distance, but it does not matter. Well, despite an unconvincing last quarter, that first quarter really set up the victory for the Tigers. They have defeated East Perth 9-9-63 to 5-6-36 as they start their centenary celebrations in style. Leading possession getters for both sides, Giltro with 26, Farr with 25. And leading the goals, Harry Brooks, he got 3. And for East Perth, Blessis with 21, Burson with 26, and William Fairclough with 22. Claremont, again, equal on top of the ladder with South Fremantle, but behind them on percentage. And East Perth, with their second consecutive loss, drop out of the 5. But they did show glimpses of respectability with that last quarter finish. But Claremont are victorious by 27 points here at Revo Fitness Stadium. Thanks so much for your company on this Saturday morning. We look forward to your company next week across the WA day-long weekend for more exciting EGT WAFL Colts action.